Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing something really exciting. I am going to put GPT-5 through its paces and test every major features they have been promising. Now before we dive in, I want to be completely transparent with you. I am going to test GPT-5 across 6 different areas and I will show you exactly what I input and what I get back. No cherry picking, no editing out of the failures. You will see everything as it happens. First, let me quickly show you what we are going to cover today. Advanced coding and debugging. Can it write complex code and actually help debug real problems? Through multi-modal reasoning, I'll give it a messy AWS diagram and see how well it analyzes architecture. Ultra long context handling. Testing that 400k token limit with a massive PDF. Accurate complex reasoning and math, real-world cloud cost calculations with multiple variables. Creative technical media generation. Can it create compelling technical images and descriptions? Expert level domain advice, designing enterprise architecture for millions of users. Now let's get started with GPT-5. I will try to browse or log into ChatGPT panel, and from there GPT-5 will be the default one. I am asking ChatGPT what is the model, and the answer is it's GPT-5. So by default we got GPT-5 for free. Alright, let's jump right into the first test. Number 1, advanced coding and debugging. Okay, so first up, coding. This is where a lot of AI models either shine or completely fall apart. Let me test GPT-5 with a practical request that any developer might need. I am asking it to create a Python function that fetches stock data for the last 30 trading days and plots a moving average with proper error handling and API failures. And wow, look at this response. It's giving me a complete solution using yfinance and Matplotlib library. What I really like here is that it's not just giving me basic code, it's actually thinking about real world problems. See this? It mentions handling graceful failure if Yahoo Finance returns no data. It accounts for weekends and holidays by fetching extra buffer days, and it's using Panda's rolling function for the moving average. This is the kind of practical thinking you want from an AI coding assistant. But here is what we hit our first limitation. When I asked GPT-5 to actually run this code and show me the output, it couldn't. It told me it can't execute the code within its interface. So while the code generation is impressive, you still need your own environment to test and run everything. So my verdict on coding is really solid code generation with good error handling practices, but still no code execution capability. Next up, let's test its visual analysis skill. I am going to upload this AWS architecture diagram, and honestly, it's a bit of a mess. I deliberately choose something that's not perfectly organized to see how well GPT-5 can make sense of real-world diagrams. Here is what I asked. Analyze this diagram and explain the architecture in detail. Identify potential single point of failure. Suggest improvements for better scalability. And the response is actually pretty impressive. It correctly identified this as a microservices architecture with public, private, and data subnets. It mapped out the entire flow from Route 53 DNS resolution through the application load balancer to the different microservices running on Forget. But what really impressed me is the failure analysis. It caught the single point of failure I was hoping it would notice: the single ALB and NLB, the single PostgreSQL instance, and the fact that everything happens to be in one availability zone. The improvement suggestions are also spot on. Multi is a deployment, database, read replicas, auto scaling for Fargate services, and adding a caching layer. These are exactly the kinds of recommendations you'd expect from a senior cloud architect. Number 3, ultra long context handling, 400k tokens. Now for the big test, that messy 400k token context window. I uploaded the entire AWS well-architected framework PDF of a sample diagram. This thing is huge. We are talking about a comprehensive guide that covers 6 pillars of cloud architecture. I asked it to create a junior engineer guide summarizing the key concepts. Now, this is where most AI models would either refuse, hallucinate, or just grab snippets from the beginning and end. But look at this, GPT-5 created an impressive guide that covers all 6 pillars: operational excellence, security, reliability, performance efficiency, cost optimization, and sustainability. What's impressive is the level of detail. For each pillar, it's giving practical examples and specific AWS services. It actually read and understood the entire document, not just skimmed it. Please try it out. Number 4, accurate complex reasoning and math. Let's test its mathematical reasoning with a real world scenario. I am giving it a cloud cost optimization problem with multiple variables. Let's test its mathematical reasoning with a real world scenario. I'm giving it a cloud cost optimization problem with multiple variables, the kind of calculation you might need to do when planning infrastructure. The scenario is 15 servers, each with 8 vCPUs, 250 GB storage, 2 TB of monthly data transfer, calculate monthly cost and suggest optimizations. That was my request. From the reply, the first thing I noticed, it's being explicit about its assumptions. So my verdict is excellent mathematical reasoning with clear assumption and practical optimization strategies. Number 5, creative technical media generation. Now for something completely different. Creative image generation. I asked GPT-5 to create an image of a futuristic AI data center with neon lighting, holographic dashboards, and engineers working on floating transparent screens. The good news? It created an excellent, visually striking image that captured exactly what I asked for. The bad news, it took a really long time to generate. We are talking about several minutes for a single image. The image quality was impressive. You can see the neon lighting, the holographic elements, and it has that cinematic, futuristic feel I was looking for. My verdict, high quality creative output, but patience required for generation times. And the sixth one, and the most important one to me, expert level domain advice. For the final test, I asked GPT-5 to design a complete architecture for a real-time chat application serving 5 million users globally. This is the kind of complex, multifaceted problems that requires expertise across multiple domains. And GPT-5 thought for 40 seconds before responding. That thinking time actually gave me confidence. This is not a simple question that should have a quicker answer. The response was comprehensive. It provided a complete architecture using WebSockets, Elastic Cache, Redis for PubSub, DynamoDB, global tables for message storage, a detailed mermaid diagram showing all the components and connections. This is important. A granular cost estimate with assumptions clearly stated, around 25K per month, comprehensive security considerations including IAM, encryption, network segments. What impressed me most was the practical considerations. It explained why it chose ALB plus ECS over API gateway websites for cost efficiency and scale. It included specific instances types and realistic traffic assumptions. My verdict on this is expert level system design advice, guys. This kind of comprehensive analysis you would expect from a senior solution architect. My overall conclusion. So after putting GPT-5 into all these tests, here is my honest assessment. The good. Code generation is solid with good error handling practices. Multi-modal reasoning is genuinely impressive. Long context handling actually works as advertised. Mathematical reasoning is accurate and well explained. System design expertise is at a senior level. Which was not so good is no code execution capability yet now. Image generation is slow, still needs human verification for critical decisions. So that's my comprehensive GPT-5 review. What would you like me to test next? Drop your suggestion in the comments below and don't forget to subscribe for more AI tool reviews and tutorials. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next video.